I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. We are now in the last chapter of Mosiah. Most recently, we've read the conversion of Alma and the sons of Mosiah and their friends, and then their preaching among the Nephites, and eventually the sons of Mosiah going down to preach to the Lamanites. Mosiah has finished his work. He has translated the Jaredite record and passed all the holy relics to Alma the younger. And now he is faced with the problem of what to do about the kingdom, because there's nobody to pass the kingdom to. Now this last chapter is a little bit long again, so we will be dividing it into two videos. The first video will be verses 1 through 32. Mosiah proposes that judges be chosen in place of a king. Unrighteous kings lead their people into sin. Alma the younger is chosen chief judge by the voice of the people. He is also the high priest over the church. Alma the elder and Mosiah die. Now, when Mosiah had done this, he sent out throughout all the land among all the people, desiring to know their will concerning who should be their king. And it came to pass that the voice of the people came, saying, We are desirous that Aaron, thy son, should be our king and our ruler. Now Aaron had gone up to the land of Nephi, therefore the king could not confer the kingdom upon him. Neither would Aaron take upon him the kingdom. Neither were any of the sons of Mosiah willing to take upon them the kingdom. Therefore King Mosiah sent again among the people. Yea, even a written word sent he among the people. And these were the words that were written, saying, Behold, O ye my people, O my brethren, for I esteem you as such. I desire that ye should consider the cause which ye are called to consider, for ye are desirous to have a king. Now I declare unto you that he to whom the kingdom doth rightly belong has declined, and will not take upon him the kingdom. And now, if there should be another appointed in his stead, behold, I fear there would rise contentions among you. And who knoweth but what my son, to whom the kingdom doth belong, should turn to be angry, and draw away a part of this people after him, which would cause wars and contentions among you, which would be the cause of shedding much blood, and perverting the way of the Lord, yea, and destroying the souls of many people. Now I say unto you, let us be wise, and consider these things, for we have no right to destroy my son. Neither should we have any right to destroy another, if he should be appointed in his stead. And if my son should turn again to his pride and vain things, he would recall the things which he had said, and claim his right to the kingdom, which would cause him and also this people to commit much sin. And now let us be wise, and look forward to these things, and do that which will make for the peace of this people. Therefore I will be your king the remainder of my days. Nevertheless, let us appoint judges, to judge this people according to our law. And we will newly arrange the affairs of this people, for we will appoint wise men to be judges, that will judge this people according to the commandments of God. Now it is better that a man should be judged of God than of man, for the judgments of God are always just, but the judgments of man are not always just. Therefore, if it were possible that ye could have just men to be your kings, who would establish the laws of God, and judge this people according to his commandments, yea, if ye could have men for your kings, who would do even as my father Benjamin did for this people, I say unto you, if this could always be the case, then it would be expedient that ye should always have kings to rule over you. And even I myself have labored with all the power and faculties which I have possessed to teach you the commandments of God, and to establish peace throughout the land, that there should be no wars, nor contentions, nor stealing, nor plundering, nor murdering, nor any manner of iniquity. And whosoever has committed iniquity, him have I punished according to the crime which he has committed, according to the law which has been given to us by our fathers. Now I say unto you, that because all men are not just, it is not expedient that ye should have a king or kings to rule over you. For behold, how much iniquity doth one wicked king cause to be committed, yea, and what great destruction. Yea, remember King Noah, his wickedness and his abominations, and also the wickedness and abominations of his people. Behold, what great destruction did come upon them, and also because of their iniquities they were brought into bondage. And were it not for the interposition of their all-wise Creator, and this because of their sincere repentance, they must unavoidably remain in bondage until now. But behold, he did deliver them because they did humble themselves before him, and because they cried mightily unto him, he did deliver them out of bondage. And thus doth the Lord work with his power in all cases among the children of men, extending the arm of mercy towards them that put their trust in him. And behold, now I say unto you, ye cannot dethrone an iniquitous king, save it be through much contention and the shedding of much blood. For behold, he has his friends in iniquity, and he keepeth his guards about him, and he teareth up the laws of those who have reigned in righteousness before him. And he trampleth under his feet the commandments of God, and he enacteth laws, and sendeth them forth among the people, yea, laws after the manner of his own wickedness. And whosoever doth not obey his laws, he causeth to be destroyed. And whosoever doth rebel against him, he will send his armies against them to war, and if he can, he will destroy them. And thus an unrighteous king doth pervert the ways of all righteousness. And now, behold, I say unto you, it is not expedient that such abominations should come upon you. Therefore choose you by the voice of this people judges, that ye may be judged according to the laws which have been given you by our fathers, which are correct, and which were given them by the hand of the Lord. Now it is not common that the voice of the people desireth anything contrary to that which is right, but it is common for the lesser part of the people to desire that which is not right. Therefore this shall ye observe, and make it your law, to do your business by the voice of the people. And if the time comes that the voice of the people doth choose iniquity, then is the time that the judgments of God will come upon you. Yea, then is the time he will visit you with great destruction, even as he has hitherto visited this land. And now if ye have judges, and they do not judge you according to the law which has been given, ye can cause that they may be judged of a higher judge. If your higher judges do not judge righteous judgments, ye shall cause that a small number of your lower judges should be gathered together, and they shall judge your higher judges according to the voice of the people. And I command you to do these things in the fear of the Lord. And I command you to do these things, and that ye have no king, that if these people commit sins and iniquities, they shall be answered upon their own heads. For behold, I say unto you, the sins of many people have been caused by the iniquities of their kings. Therefore their iniquities are answered upon the heads of their kings. And now I desire that this inequality should be no more in this land, especially among this my people. But I desire that this land be a land of liberty, and every man may enjoy his rights and privileges alike, so long as the Lord sees fit that we may live and inherit the land, yea, even as long as any of our posterity remains upon the face of the land. So this is Mosiah's solution to not having anybody to confer the kingdom on. And it's a good solution. Let's put the judges in. We put the law in place, and then we have the judges to judge the people if they break the law. And he even has, you have the grades of judges. You have the chief judge at the top, and you probably have, I think there were 2 layers or 3 levels of judges. You had the chief judge, you had regional judges, and you had town judges. And the town judges could be whatever, their judgment could be appealed to the regional judge, which could then be appealed to the chief judge. And if you accused a regional judge, then the chief judge would judge him. But if you accused the chief judge, then the regional judges would come together and judge him. So that's the organization that I think is set up here. It's very good, and I love his reasoning. Again, he says exactly what Alma says. If you can always have a righteous king, then it would be good to have a king. A monarchy is still the best government if you can guarantee that the king is always a just man. You can't always guarantee that, and when the king is not a just man, it causes real problems. And so this form of republic becomes the best alternate solution. Now I do want to go back. I forgot to mention something in reading chapter 28, that the sons of Mosiah, the reason they didn't want to be king, the reason none of them claimed the kingdom, is they felt unworthy. It said they were the vilest of sinners. Like Alma, these were the hardcore apostates. These were the men who were trying with every action to destroy the work of God. They were idolatrous, they were wicked, they were, as it says, again, the vilest of sinners. They didn't feel worthy of being king. They felt that the only thing they could do for the rest of their lives, and the only way that they could ensure their own salvation, was to preach the word, to serve God directly, and do everything they could to bring as many people to salvation as possible. I also find it interesting. Most people think that Ammon was the eldest of the sons of Mosiah, and I'm not saying that that's not correct, but it's interesting that if Ammon is the eldest, that the people would ask for Aaron to be the king. Now there is other indications that Amnon is the eldest, and we'll get into that when we're reading about their journeys, but it's interesting that they would ask for Aaron to be king. If Aaron's not the eldest, why are they asking? Why are they saying Aaron should be king? Just an interesting thought. But I leave that here, and we'll finish this chapter out in the next video, so I will see you there.